Hello everybody, Kevin here, Rafter94. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're back with another monthly update video. And today we're all going to be talking about the game, not only the games that we're going to be checking out, but it's also going to be a lot of big changes when it comes to the Saturday and Sunday uploads that I usually do. And of course, I'm going to talk a little bit about the current state of the gaming industry too, because right now it's not looking too hot, for gamers in general, and of course physical media, specifically physical media, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a moment. Nothing really too crazy for July releases so far. Like I said, September is going to be the month where we are just going to get swarmed with a whole bunch of big games. August, we do got some big bangers coming out in August, but July seems like it's going to be a somewhat of a slow, a steady, month for us at least. But without further ado, let's get this started. And of course, let's talk about the current situation of physical media. You probably have heard that PlayStation just announced pretty much the death of physical copies for games. So pretty much they just announced that they're not gonna make any more game discs anymore on their platforms by January 2028. We still got 2 years still, so it's still a long ways, but still, just the fact that they're going all digital, I don't think it's not really the right call, because yeah, of course, making physical copies and all that stuff is probably expensive. Like, I do get it from their business point of view that by cutting off this game disc production, they could save a lot of money, but I don't think it's still not really a good idea to completely phase out physical copy. Now, you could just make a limited numbers of copies, but that's also a double-edged sword too, and then that ends up having people buying multiple copies and scalp them online, just like what with the current state of movies too now, which is quite a shame. But I just don't like this idea, the fact that you're not going to be able to own nothing. Essentially, you're not going to be able to own nothing at all. And the only way to get access to this game is by, you guessed it, buying through the PlayStation Store. And now you know it, that they can control the price. They can also revoke those games, right off the bat, without you knowing. And of course, Steam is the same way too. I love Steam. They treat the customers, really good. Their servers are really good, but they're kind of the same boat too. All the games you're buying on Steam, they're just licensed. So it's just whenever the publisher, that whoever's in charge of that game, decided to pull the plug, they could do it, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's why I'll always stand by buying physical copies of games and movies will always be the way to go for me. And especially for me now, with all the movies I got, like shit, if I move out of this freaking seat right now, see that huge stack right there, huge stack of movies? Yeah, it is still growing. As of today, it is still goddamn growing. I'm still buying a shitload of movies, but all the stuff here you own, all those movie studios are not gonna come by your house and try to take them away. All that stuff, all the movies right here, even got another stack right here too. You own them. Now, of course, I do got too much movies, and if I don't, if I got a movie that I don't want to watch anymore or watch again, I could just easily sell them. It's perfectly fine. But the fact is that all that movies back there, I own. Like shit. I also got a couple of copies of PS5 games as well. Got a hard copy as well, and it's not too much, but yeah. Also got Demon Souls, and I still need to play this game, by the way. Rise of the Ronin. Also got Stellar Blade 2. Played this at day one. Absolutely banger game. And of course, Ghost of Tsushima. So all this is pretty much going away by 2028, which is insane to see, because PlayStation was always, the way to go when it comes to buying games on console. They even used that against Xbox when they announced the Xbox One at the time. When they're trying to do that same bullshit and place a PS4 pretty much use that as a marketing tactic against Xbox to convince people to buy the PlayStation 4 because they stuck to the tradition of buying hard copies of the game. Now look at them now, PlayStation 5 and maybe PlayStation 6. They ain't gonna make any more discs anymore. So it's just sad to see because I do miss owning a lot of hard copy games. Especially back in the days when you let your friends, hey, you want to check this game out, and then you do like a trade, we could trade different games, we play different games to try them out. I just like that feeling, the fact that you can just go up to your friend, you can let him borrow your game, and then he can let you borrow the game he has that I don't have, It's just that you can never get that the same from, playing it on digital platform like Steam, PlayStation Store, Xbox Store. You don't get that. Maybe Steam is the closest because you do got that family share system, which I do quite like, but it's still not the same though. It's still not the same. Like you just gotta be there in that at that time period to experience that. Like it's crazy. Like we had all this crazy midnight releases. It's just gone now. Midnight releases, they're just dead now. There's no point going to line up in GameStop to buy the game that you really want to play and want to own. Like those days are pretty much gone now, which is very unfortunate to see. And I don't know what's going to happen from here on, but looks like Sony's going to be sticking to the guns of going all digital. Xbox already announced too that the new Project Helix console is going to be all digital too. So I think literally the last consoles I'm ever going to own essentially is going to be the PS5 and maybe the Series X, maybe. We shall see. But pretty much, yeah, this will probably be the last console I'm probably ever going to buy, which is, it's unfortunate because, I like owning games. I like, owning physical media, movies and all that stuff. And I hope they don't do that the same thing with movies because me, I'm a big movie collector. So hopefully they don't try to do that same bullshit too, because you gotta remember Sony also invented Blu-ray as well. They invented Blu-ray discs. So they are the pretty much the OG creators of Blu-ray discs essentially, and they could easily cancel Blu-ray discs entirely for movies as well. But I don't think it's not going to happen to movies anytime soon. I think physical media for movies has resurged quite a bit, especially with people getting sick and tired of streams, all this multiple stream networks that have certain movies and TV show you like, and then all of a sudden it's gone. So I'm in kind of the same boat too. That's why I'm buying so many movies and TV show nowadays on hard copy, because you just can't get them, by any means without worrying about losing access to it or service or license, etc. So that's why I'm always a big, supporter for physical media. But it just sucks to see. Anyways, I don't want to rant on the video for far too long, so I just want to give you guys my thoughts about Sony, ending, physical media essentially, which is, it's a shame. It's an absolute shame. And of course, you got all this company's excuse, people making poor excuses. Oh, you can't fit that in one disc. Spoiler alert: Final Fantasy Rebirth on the PS5 has 2 discs, right? Let's see what other games that does that. Oh, Mass Effect 2 and 3. Mass Effect 2 had 2 discs. Mass Effect 3 had 3 discs. So it's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible for them to make multiple discs if the game ends up being too goddamn big. They can do it. They don't want to do it. That's the thing. So it is what it is. It sucks. Like I was hoping they wouldn't do this, because you gotta remember PlayStation 1 were the first. They were the first to make CD-ROMs. Discs, to play the game, they were the first one to do it, believe it or not. PlayStation 1, little CD-ROM disc, put in there, boom, you can play the game from start to finish. And now they are literally ending disc production, which is, it's a shame, Like, is it gonna stop me from buying games digitally? No, of course not. I will be playing games pretty much until my deathbed, essentially. And yeah, I'm still gonna continue buying games. It's just that there's no point buying them day one. That's for damn sure. I'm just gonna wait for them to go on sale. That's the way to do it. The game shouldn't cost 80 goddamn dollars for a piece of freaking software that you don't even own. So, anyways, like I said, enough of the rant. That's just my 2 cents, my dots. So, anyways, let's get to what games that we're gonna be checking out on July. And I have been deep dive into emulation a lot lately. So what that means is that we're all going to be checking out a lot more games that, emulations on like the PlayStation 3, PS2, Xbox, etc. On mostly games that I have never played before and never tried out. There's also going to be some games that I really want to play again. So we're going to be playing those games again. But yeah, I've been deep diving a lot into emulation, and most recently, we got Gears E-Day coming out in October. So I'm thinking about doing a Gears of War marathon, playthrough. It's not going to be one sitting, obviously, but yeah, I want to replay all the Gears of War games, including Judgment. Even though Judgment I heard was pretty bad, I'm still going to play it. But yeah, I do plan on playing the Gears of War trilogy from this month all the way until the release of Gears E-Day. So that means is we're going to play all the Gears, the OG Gears game, the original trilogy as well as Judgment. I already beaten 4 already. So I haven't beaten 5 yet, but I could put 5 in the back burner. But yeah, we're going to do the original trilogy. And of course, we're going to be going to the emulations, which I have already tested them already to see, with the right settings I have set up. I think we're gonna have a fun experience and a lot of fun time, because it's been years since I played the Gears game. And Gears of War has always remained a very special place in my heart, along with Call of Duty and Halo back in the 360 days. But I definitely played a lot more Gears multiplayer more than Call of Duty. Even though I love Call of Duty, even though I do love Halo as well, Halo 3 back in the day, chef's kiss, absolute chef's kiss, that multiplayer. But Gears of War 2 and 3, man, I'll be playing that game from the night to the morning, playing that game non-stop, ranked matches as well. But it was a lot of fun. And I'm hoping E-Day can recapture that feeling again. I'm really hoping. So yeah, we're all going to be going to all the Gears game. I did buy a copy of Gears of War Reloaded to a friend of mine. He's a friend to the channel and a friend I've known for a very long time. And I do hope that we end up playing the co-op game, the co-op mode, co-op campaign for Gears Reloaded. And then from now on, we'll be playing Gears 2 and 3 campaign. Unfortunately, since I would be playing to the emulation to that, I don't think multiplayer works to the emulation. We're going to have to be playing those campaigns on solo, unfortunately. But nevertheless, I'm definitely looking forward to play the whole Gears of War trilogy again. It's been, like I say, it's been a long time. I think it's been long overdue for the channel, because we did playthroughs for Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Gears of War 4 and Gears 5, a little bit of that. So all the thing we're missing is Gears 2 and Gears 3. That's all we're missing. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be looking forward to the co-op campaign experience for Gears of War Reloaded, as well as the single player experience for Gears of War 2 and 3. Like I said, we're going to be doing a whole Gears of War marathon until the release of the game on October. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. Also, for Saturday, potentially Sunday, we're probably going to be doing a double feature for Onimusha 2. We're going to be, because we got Onimusha, Way of the Sword coming out in September, so I kind of want to play through Onimusha 2 quite quickly. So I'm going to probably be using both Saturday and Sunday for Onimusha 2. And we'll still be playing, I'll try to cram Neo on Sunday, but Crimson Desert is definitely going to have to be put on hold. That game is just I had to put that in the background because that game is it's so massive, and there's been so many updates to that game. A lot of gameplay mechanics is always changing, so I'm going to have to put Crimson Desert in the back burner. Unfortunately, even though I don't want to, because it is a great game, but I have to put it in the back burner. It's just simply too big. and I don't got time to play to that game this month. So, like I said before, we're going to be doing a double feature. We're going to put Onimusha 2 for Saturday and Sunday, and hopefully we can, beat to the game, play to the game on time, and hopefully we can move on to Onimusha 3, which I did not know Onimusha 3 had a PC release once upon a time back in 2007. It was on Steam before it got delisted, I think 2014. So unfortunately, I missed the opportunity of buying the game at the time. I did have Steam at that time, but I didn't expect them to remove Onimusha 3, so it's just unfortunate. But I did have some ways to acquire a copy of Onimusha 3 online, so we'll be able to play through that on PC. And hopefully you guys will be looking forward to that, because I hadn't played Onimusha 3 in such a long time, and I remember really liking that game. Onimusha 2 is completely blind, so Onimusha 2 is still a blind playthrough for me, so I'm going to go to Onimusha 2, not knowing what the hell I'm going to be doing, because it's a blind playthrough for me. So I have a feeling I'm going to have probably a lot more fun playing Onimusha 2 more than 3, because it's just a completely new experience for me. There's new characters, new stuff, new mechanics that I'm fully not aware of. So hopefully we'll have a fun time with Onimusha 2, and then once we beat Onimusha 2, Onimusha 3 Demon Siege will replace Onimusha 2 once I've completed the whole game for Saturday and Sunday, until the release of Onimusha Way of the Sword on September. Next up, we're also going to be hopefully wrapping up our playthrough of Pragmata. I'm not sure how much things I got left to do in that game, but I'm going to assume the 6th explorable area is probably going to be the last area to explore. So we're going to try to wrap up our playthrough for Pragmata. So far, I'm really, really liking Pragmata, although I still suck at the hacking minigame still, so bear with me if I end up messing up the freaking, hacking stuff. Like, I'm not 100%, on it most of the time, half the time, but we get by to it, though. We get by through it, so yeah, hopefully you guys will be looking forward to potentially the conclusion of Pragmata, which is a game that I've been wanting to complete for a while now, and perhaps we might get that opportunity being the game. So we're just gonna have to see. We also got the new update 2 for Battlefield 6 as well, the wet work event. This also come with a massive update that drastically changed the gunplay specifically. So I don't know too much about it. The only thing I know is that they made a lot of adjustments to the point now there's limb damage modifier now, so there's going to take a little bit more skill now to kill other players now, which I think it's kind of needed though, because almost every gun in that game almost kind of feel the same. So for them to do this huge shake up, this huge balance update for the game, I say it might be needed. I have to test it for myself if I like the changes or not. But so far though, I've been liking what Battlefield, DICE has been doing for Battlefield 6 for the most part. There are some things that they still need to address, like the XP tokens, still not applied to in-game only, which it should be, but they still don't want to do that still. But they say they're looking into it. Like, what do you mean? The game's been out for almost 8 months now, and they still can't figure out how to implement this system with the SP tokens? Like, you gotta be joking me. Like, you gotta get your shit together, get that shit fixed ASAP if you want the game to pretty much continue to live, to continue to keep it active. You gotta win some of the player base back, and for them doing this, if they ever do this by having an XP token only active in game, would be a huge win. Like right now, Battlefield 6, did a lot of good, but they still got ways before they win the trust of the player base. Because, to be honest, Battlefield 6 launched, as much as I liked the game, it was a disaster. It was a mess of a game. Like, some of this unlock assignment was ridiculous. Like, it was impossible, borderline impossible, and they still went through it, So there is definitely a lot of Q&A issue going on with DICE, and I think they're finally, they're all doing a 180, but, it's not 100% yet. We still got Season 4 still in 3 weeks before we get Naval Warfare, which is probably my most anticipated, season for Battlefield 6, because, man, I do miss Naval Warfare, and for them to bring it back in season 4, I'm absolutely looking forward to it. Hopefully they'll absolutely nail it in the park with season 4, which I think they will. And then season 5, guess what? 3 maps. What people been asking for, 3 goddamn maps. Which hopefully those 3 new maps are good, because we can get as much content as we want. But if the core game is not fixed, balance, all this other stuff, the core game, if that's not fixed, the new content will not matter. So, of course, obviously, fixing the game is definitely a priority. So, yeah, we're going to be checking out Battlefield 6 wet work event. We'll probably be checking out the new tactical abbreviation mode as well, which is a smaller version of that. So it's like 8v8, so it's like pretty much two squad against another 2 squad. So I have a feeling that one's going to probably be a lot more sweatier, but it might be a lot more fun. We shall see. I really did like Oblivion, the original 64-player version. It's a bit chaotic, but I can see the appeal to it. It's definitely one of the best version of it by far. Like I said, I don't remember too much about BF4's version, but I really did like the Battlefield 6 version. So hopefully they'll bring that back in season 4 maps. We shall see. Oh yeah, and I also forgot. We also got Doom, the Dark Ages story DLC, aka Revelations, coming out on, you guessed it, July 7, which is next week. So you know what that means. We're coming back to Doom, Dark Ages, which has been quite a while. Let's see when is the last time I played Doom, the Dark Ages. I'm pretty sure it's been a while now. I haven't played the game since July. Well, look at that, July 4, 2025. So pretty much a year from now, we haven't played the game, and I really did enjoy the story of the game, the single player of the game, but it definitely wasn't as great and grand compared to Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Like, it just wasn't as, doesn't feel as quite as epic, I should say, as those 2 previous games. Doom 2016, absolute chef's kiss. Doom Eternal, great looking game, awesome music, pain in the ass to play, but it was still a fun game to play. So I still need to beat it. So hopefully we'll be able to beat that after we have beaten Dark Ages potentially. We shall see. But yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out the Dark Ages, and hopefully this Revelation DLC campaign is worth it. Like, from what they show in the trailer, it looks pretty damn good. So I'm definitely going to check it out, and hopefully we have a fun time playing through it. Also going to be wrapping up our playthrough for Industrial 2, and hopefully we don't run into any more bugs, because so far we have run into a couple of game-breaking bugs. Well, not game-breaking, but a lot of bugs when it comes to the scripts, especially with the achievement, the Steam achievements not going through as well if you reload the game like multiple times, So this game, I'll just say, sadly, it is pretty goddamn buggy. But I'm still gonna go do the end of the game though, because I already started my playthrough for Industrial 2, and I really liked the first game, so we're all gonna go all in for Industrial 2, and hopefully we have a fun time, because it is a good game to say the least, but it definitely has a lot of issues. So, so we just have to see how this goes. We just have to see. Hopefully, I'll be able to cram some more 007 First Light. I did really, enjoy playing through the game, through the first Astral mission that you get to play and try out. We get to shoot, we get to control the airplane with our watch. Shift left, shift right. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I definitely need to wrap up my playthrough for First Light, and who knows, maybe they have some more DLCs planned for it, maybe some more in-game events. But yeah, so far though, I do like, so far I am liking this new, younger, Bond, is to say the least. But we'll just have to see how the game is executed, how the way it ends, and if it leads to a sequel, hey, I'm all in for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also going to try to cram Silent Hill F2 to try to get the 2 different endings for the game, maybe 3 different endings. So it's going to be a huge compilation video of me trying to get the endings. So the first one, we're going to try to get the UFO ending, and the second one, we're going to try to get the good ending, and then potentially the third one, we might get the bad ending. So I am going to be speed running through that game like it's nothing. Like, we're gonna be cheesing it a little bit. We're also using a couple of mods too to make the game the combat, the gameplay a little bit more enjoyable. Because I'll be honest, Silent Hill F probably has the worst combat system in any Silent Hill games out there by far. I'm not a fan of Silent Hill F's combat system. They should just stuck to how Silent Hill 2 and 3 used to be, but it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna try to get the different endings for that game, and then we'll call it pretty much good for that whole playthrough entirely. And I'm probably gonna put some other lists too of the games that we're gonna be playing, but it's gonna be honorable mention because they might not make it to the cut. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here for now, guys. I've been ranting on for far too long, especially the rant on the whole PlayStation physical media situation. Hopefully, you guys are looking forward to the July updates. It's gonna be a whole bunch of older games that we're gonna be playing, but hey, that's okay. Because a lot of those older games end up being better than the new games anyways. So, I got nothing really much to say other than that. Huge shout out to all of you guys, the supporters, old and new. You are the main reason that I still do YouTube. View count could be low, could be high, doesn't matter. But as long as somebody's watching them and enjoying it, that's what really matters to me. That's why I keep doing this, for fun essentially, because that's what I want to do. I want to upload videos for you guys to watch, enjoy. Maybe it'll be some video games that you haven't played before, maybe you have played through before, but I just love playing video games, and that's just my hobby. So that's why I still keep doing what I do, because it's entertainment for you guys, but it's also good to see so many different diverse selection of games. Like, there's so many different games out there. It's unimaginable. That's why I don't care about the PlayStation 6. I don't care about Project Helix for Xbox. Definitely don't give a shit about GTA 6 right now until the PC version comes out, because I got so many damn games. Emulation, plus the countless games that own on Steam, GOG, Epic. Like, it's crazy. I have a huge backlog of games that it will probably take me over 50 years, if not longer, to go through all these games. Like, I'm not even goddamn joking. So, but yeah, I wouldn't be here without you guys. So, deep in my heart, thank you for supporting the channel in any way possible. It means a lot to me. And let's keep it rolling. Let's keep the machine rolling. Let's keep on playing the games. Let's keep playing all these cool games we haven't played yet. New, both old and new. Let's keep the channel running, because I really want to keep the channel running long-term wise. So let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep it up. So yeah, like I said, if you guys like I said, I really do appreciate it for the support. So just keep on going, guys. So without further ado, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you guys didn't hit the dislike button, it's all up to you. And if you guys want to support the channel in any ways, of course, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me if you do. And also hit that bell notification too, because apparently YouTube likes to not have certain videos not high in the list when you subscribe to the channel. So if you want every notification, every videos, including posts, just hit that bell notification. You will get every single update of everything I upload, on YouTube, both post updates and video uploads. So just keep an eye on it. Hit that bell icon, and I'll guarantee it, you will be getting every single updates of my channel, pretty much all the time, essentially. So yeah, highly recommend it. You don't have to, so the choice is up to you. But yeah, I'm gonna end here for now. It's been, and also if you guys got any other games you want to suggest for me to play, leave in the comments down below and I'll check them out. And of course, it's got to be a game that I might enjoy, and of course it cannot be a game that is non-safe for work. Pretty much any adult games essentially can't do that on YouTube, unfortunately. So I don't suggest those games for me to play, because I can't play them. So leave in the comments down below, and I will check them out. And before I go, of course, every month or so, for the new subscribers that are joining in, I will be giving out free PC games every month. And this game could range from AAA, AA to indies. It is going to be PC games only, so keep that in mind. So pretty much I do this. I give away free games as pretty much as a thank you to the subscribers, the supporters that have been supporting this channel for a long time. It's pretty much my way of saying thank you for supporting the channel. And I decided, you know what, let's give away some free games so that way you guys can redeem them. So pretty much how this is going to work is that, you know, I will be leaving out the game key, right, for you guys to redeem, but they're going to have some missing numbers and letters in the form of question marks. And pretty much all you gotta do is answer the questions correctly that is given, that is linked to the game key. And if that question is right, that missing letters and numbers will be pretty much to fill out, will be able to fill out the game key. And that game key is for you guys to redeem either on Steam, GOG, or other digital PC platform, etc. So, and the reason I do this way is so that way the bots won't come in and steal all the game keys. Because back then I used to just drop the game keys, unfiltered with the whole thing, and they would just be gone entirely. And people, they let me know as hey, all the bots are stealing all the freaking game keys. So this is a safeguard, for people, just so that way I can give. That way, people have a chance to redeem the games, properly, rather than the bots coming in and stealing all of them. So, it's a pain in the ass, but it's definitely the most secure. So, hopefully, you guys don't mind that. But, yeah, like I said, I've been ranting on for far too long. So, hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic day. We got 4th of July coming up pretty soon. So, once 4th of July comes in, hopefully, you guys have a fantastic 4th of July. Hang out with some friends, happy gaming, eat some, have a cookout, so all the good stuff, so so anyways, I'm gonna end it for now, guys. So like I said, hope you guys have a fantastic day. I know I am, and without further ado, until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.